see if we're working. Look like we're working to me. I'm still catching a ton of super light off my big light. Give me a sec. There we go. I have slight more realistic color back. It's weird. It's not reflecting down here, just off this cam. Anyway, so new house set up, which is super exciting as I wiggle the living hell out of the camera. Stop, please. Thank you. Stop. Stop. Thank you. New house set up. Getting things all set up here. So previously I had this double desk set up, and half of it was basically just 3D printers. So now I have it set up where I have a desk for hobbying. Power cable on this camera is a little loose, apparently. So yeah, so I have a desk set up for just hobbying now, so I can hobby kind of on my own and keep all my stuff there. And I've got this desk set up for gaming. So my double, like triple camera set up where I can like move the camera around and switch to like different cameras, angles and stuff, and like zoom in and all that. That's going to be set up here permanently. It means that on average I probably won't be doing painting streams and stuff, but I really want to be playing games on the channel instead. I think that's probably more fun for me and more interesting viewing than watching me do like base coats and stuff. It's a lot of the like fancy era painting stuff I tend to do afterwards, so I can like the model right here in my face, you know, and see all the little details and stuff. So yeah, so I think that's pretty cool. I was gonna set up to play Majestic 13 today, but I think there's so much hobby stuff going on that I think it's worth talking about. Plus, I can't find my dice. The craziness of moving. I've been doing at minimum one load from the other house to this house every day since we've been in the house, except for yesterday because I really hurt my leg on Friday. So, on average, I've been doing lots and lots of house stuff. So, yeah, see, this is why I'm not gaming today, because I'm just like completely, I am very low battery, we'll put it that way. Very, very low battery. But there is a lot to talk about, which is pretty darn sweet. So, plus it'll give me time to mess around with the setup and stuff like that, which will help me in the future be able to set up the game. You really are wiggly. I think I'm going to get a new one of you. You're just too damn wiggly. Well, the Leviathan came out. Super big deal. Lots of people are really excited about that. There was a midnight release at my local store, which was really cool. Had a whole bunch of people show up for that and go and get their midnight release boxes. And it's a pretty dope box. You get a lot of minis in it. I know everyone and their brother's been showing it off because it's like the big thing to talk about right now. But you get a lot of minis. Some of the Space Marines are kind of lame. Some of them are really neat. But do we not get a picture of all? I was going to say, do we not get a picture of all the Tyranids built? But the Tyranid side is really fucking cool because it's a really nice variety of things, which is really cool. So you get like a big guy, you get like a psychic guy, You get kind of a support guy, you get some artillery, some grunts, some assassins, a boss, and some like little support units. It's a lot of really cool options. All the models are Malifaux, which is kind of a shame, but they are pretty dope. It's definitely a thing where like you probably don't really want more than one of this guy though, just because he is Malifaux. So I've got a couple of them primed, and I've actually started painting a couple that are off camera, but they're pretty damn cool. These are the like artillery grunts. These feel very skinny, and I think that probably has to do with the channels, with how they push the plastic into the runners. Because these guys come on, all 5 of the artillery grunts come on a frame this size. They fit them all in there, so I imagine they, you know, instead of being able to like make them a little bigger, they probably had to make them a little bit skinnier. They're pretty cool, and these are absolutely dope. These are the excuse me. These are the baby lictors. They're really super fun. They're just like little lictors with claws and stuff. They're pretty cool. Oh, excuse me. But the Tyranid side is really nice because you get this really good variety of units and stuff who are just like all different, right? HQ and third time is the charm. Oh my god. You get this like big support. This big support guy. It's pretty cool. Okay, if I could stop sneezing now, it'd be fucking amazing. Oh my god. But you just get this really nice mix of different kinds of units, and they're really weird, which I think is really good. I like the stranger Tyranids, like as they get weirder. I really like to focus on him. We'll move him out of the camera. As they get weirder, I think they get cooler. Right? Like this thing is really weird. It's like arced, like some kind of like artillery thing. It's got a big tentacle mouth, all these teeth and stuff in it. Like it's got 6 legs. It's pretty wild. And just like very strange, right? Very similar to this guy, who, if you watch the animation, looks like he's going to be like 10 times his size. But really, he's a tiny little boy. Oh my god, he's so small. There is a ton of detail in this mini though. But if they had legitimately made this mini like 2 or 3 times this size, he could easily have been the army centerpiece. Just because the level of detail and stuff on him is really cool. Like you can even see that like those things there on his back are very similar to these things. You see they have their own little tentacles coming through. It's pretty cool. If he was bigger, he could easily be the centerpiece. And you get a whole bunch of these little neurogaunts. And they're just kind of cool little chaff boys. But they look different, and they have these cool little beaks, which is really neat. I think that's a really cool looking aesthetic with the armored face. So the Tyranid side is pretty freaking cool. Space Marine side, I've just started working on it last night. There's definitely some highlights. These Terminators are very cool, but it feels weird that they don't really have any options, but they're pretty darn cool, and they have their cool panda helmets. I do love the old Terminator style helmet that kind of looks like a panda face. Like you got the guy with the sword, you got the guy with the big gun, you know, you got everybody else has like the big power fist. So they're pretty dope. And then we've got Mr. Baby Legs. Oh, everybody's favorite Mr. Baby Legs. This is a cool freaking dreadnought, but Jesus Christ, did he skip leg day? Look at that. Look how tiny his legs are. Like, for real. Now, I think the smallness of the legs is just an optical illusion created by how wide it appears because of these plates of armor. But because this is a push fit unit, you can't take those plates of armor off. But like if you remove the shoulders, the legs don't look as egregious. So I think it has to do with optical illusion with how wide the top feels because the armor like completes a straight line across. And so I'd say that when they come out with a multi-part version of him, if you built these and then didn't put the armor on them, he would probably feel a lot less like a popsicle stick. Because right now he is like king of baby legs. Hello! But very cool big robot though. Really everything in Leviathan is pretty cool. The flamethrower unit's a little weird. It seems like this should be a unit and then you can have a flamethrower guy in the unit, but whole unit of flamethrowers is a little weird. But you get like all kinds of characters. There's a psyker with an axe. There's a Terminator guy with a power sword. You get the Stern Guard, who are like a mix of different Space Marines. Like some of them have heavy bolters, and this one's got like a bolter with a plasma gun and stuff. These guys, by the way, are going to be freaking awesome for one-page rules. If you want to have like one or two like fancy-ish Space Marine characters in your game, like maybe have a bunch of Imperial Guard and like one or two Space Marines to like back them up. Like if you made a unit like that, these guys would be amazing for that. That's probably what I'm going to do with mine. You know, because there's like a guy with a big magazine bolter. There's a guy with a sniper bolter. One of them's got a flamethrower. One of them's got the big heavy bolter. Like that's cool. It's cool as shit. There's also an apothecary on here somewhere, and a guy with like 40 swords, who's a really neat model, but very Tyranid, like fighting Tyranid specific, which I'm not super into. But yeah, there's some neat stuff here. This sprue, by the way, this is going to be the honored of the chapter sprue. So this sprue is going to be unnecessarily expensive when this gets parted out by GW. So if you really want any of the Stern Guard, or you want the Apothecary, or whatever the hell else is on this sprue, the guy with all the swords, yeah, getting them is going to be a real pain in the tail after this box is gone, because this sprue is going to be like $75 to $90 by itself. Which is really stupid, but that's what GW does with all these boxes. They always part out these like special frames and sell them separately. Same thing for this guy. They might do a multi-part Screamer Killer. I would not expect it. I would not expect them to do a multi-part Screamer Killer. The Screamer Killer doesn't have many options. So that's, yeah, I would not expect that. So him, and then this thing and his little buddies, they all come on the same sprue. So they're going to be parted out the same way. Good news is this guy is separate, so that's pretty cool. I wouldn't expect a multi-part version of him either. Because if you look at the Combat Patrol, it's the same exact one. It's not different in any way. So, yeah. So Leviathan's pretty cool. Other things of note in here that you get the big book, and you get a code for entering into the competition. But I haven't actually even opened the fucking book yet. Oh, because I don't really intend to play 10th edition. But Jesus Christ, look at that. It does offer conversion options. The monopose kits. Yeah, I mean you can convert anything. Like you can always convert anything. I would just not expect some of those kits to ever be released as multi-part. Like, Jesus Christ, look at this fucking book. Actually, I haven't even opened it yet. I should see if there's a code in the back. There probably is. Oh, yeah, I don't. As someone that's not really planning on playing 10th, the book was not the first thing I went to. Oh, was there no code? Oh. Weird. I guess you don't. There's no code. That's a cool piece of art, though. Look at that. Oh my god, that's really freaking cool. Look at that. That's cool as hell. I guess let's take a look at the book. Oh, fuck. That's a cool piece of art. Oh my god. Oh. This thing is so big. How many fucking pages is this? 330 plus. Woo, doggy. Alright, we're gonna set that down because that's heavy as hell. Picture of Space Marines versus Chaos. Hold on, let me update this camera real quick. Since we're playing with the new setup and all. Shit. As I crush one of the Terminators with a fucking book. Jesus. I think I might need to move this camera. I don't super like where it is. Yeah, this guy here. Might need to move him before I play next. Just so there's some, yeah. Alright, come on. Move, Termies, move. Alright, let's see what we got. A whole lot of glare, that's what we got. There we go. It's pretty cool. We got some Chaos Space Marines there. And that's Vashtor. And maybe Angron? I don't know what that is with the big black wings. It's definitely Vashtor though. The Warhammer 40,000 hobby. As God forbid we call it miniature wargaming, which is what it is. Okay. Oh man. I bet you this is their like extremist set equivalent. Yeah, I bet you that is. That would check out with the terrain and everything. That's some Gene Stealer Cult there. Background on the Imperium. Wow, that guy does not look very happy, does he? Jesus. Emperor of Mankind. God, what is this? Just like, you get into the Imperium section and it's like creepy faces in the corner. Like in every page. Let's see. There's another one. Yes. Like, lower left in the corner. This is where you put the creepy faces. Oh, the creepy faces on the right side this time. Oh, I love this piece of Xeno artwork. I think this thing is so cool. I wish they would like lean into this. Because this came out in the last edition. And it's just like weird aliens. It's really, really cool. Hello! I'm just testing out my new setup in my new house. I'm talking about assorted... Basically, creepy fucking baby face. Jesus. Talking about just like whatever. Just kind of hanging out. Talking about the hobby stuff. I do have to say it was really cool. My local store did a midnight release. They had like games going and there's little painting contests and with the move going on and everything, I did not have the energy to oh, they're showing off all the combat patrols. That's smart. That's very smart. There's the Space Wolf Combat Patrol. Ooh. So this is just Battle Combat Patrol is fucking legit. But yeah, I did not have the energy to like go and play and everything, so I just showed up at the end and hung out and bullshitted a little bit with people. And then got my box and went home. But it was really nice they did a midnight release thing. That was really cool. It was very, very cool. This is a good combat patrol too. Because Space Marine 1. Oh, look at that piece of art. That's cool as shit. Yeah, that's really cool. That's a cool piece of art. Of like Mortarion, I guess. There's Mr. Nipplehorns. And got stuff on all the gods. There's a great and clean one. Some L's. So I guess you just have like background. Ooh, the Drukhari section. I finished painting up my Drukhari. I guess like it's just a bunch of background on the setting, and then I guess it literally goes through every single faction. That's a cool piece of art. Look at that guy. That's a cool looking dude. He's like, yeah, man. That's cool as shit. I dig that. Yeah, I guess it literally just goes through like every single faction, huh? Oh god, the fucking Leagues of Votan bikes. They're so fucking terrible. It's kind of neat. You know, I do have to give this book props for that, because one of the things I remember I went to a convention and I took the original Kill Team book with me. And it was really fun, like not knowing any of like the stuff really about 40K. It was really fun to look through the book and see all the different factions. That was really cool. And just like they'd have a little blurb, and then you can look at some of the units and stuff. It was really cool. So this is giving me that vibe, and that's pretty dope. Let's see. So lots of nice pictures of painted models too, which is really good. There's the Emperor. Holy shit, there's a picture of a lady. Wow, good job, GW. You actually have a picture of a woman in here. Usually it's just literally just white guys. Man, it's a step in the right direction. Hell yeah. And I guess it just goes through. They really like this creepy baby face picture. Why did they reuse this? Like, nobody needed this picture in the first place. Look at that, right? Nobody needed that. Nobody needs creepy baby face. That doesn't need to be in anybody's rulebook. Get that out of here. And I guess it just runs through all the basics of the rules. Oh, that's pretty cool. All the different guns and stuff. It's a neat spread. All the rule stuff I don't care about. Don't care. I'm sure a lot of people are going to have a lot of fun with 10th edition, but I just don't care. I can't dredge up energy to play official 40K when stuff like one-page rules and all exists, and it's just like perfect for me, because you kind of just like pick the rules you really want outside of the core rules, and it's really cool. Playing Combat Patrol. Combat Patrol missions. Dude, look, for real. What is with the fucking creepy baby faces? Did they dredge up every like monster baby face that's in all of 40K's artwork? Oh, that's cool. Pictures of the orcs. That's pretty dope. 10 out of 10 would orc again. That's a cool thing too. Look at that one. That's like cool with the Genestealer called icon in the corner. Tethan's fun so far. Played 2 games at AC. Nice. Yeah, I really hope people enjoy it. I can't dredge up energy for this many rolls. I just don't have that much energy. The models are amazing. I can use them for other games. Oh my god, look how chunky they are. Look at those little chunks. Look at them. Look at that chunks. But yeah, like, The models are phenomenal. I can use them for other games. But like, it's too many rules for me. Too much to keep track of in my brain when I'm like actively playing. And oh, that's cool, the big drop pod. That's cool. I'm gonna get a drop pod. Oh, I guess this is just a model showcase at the end. That's legit. And the Imperial Fists. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my Space Marines yet. Yeah, that's really cool. There's the guy on his robot horse. Yeah, that's super cool. God, the models are so good. Look at the knights coming in through the smoke. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Dun, 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 dun. I'm just stomping in. That's freaking sweet. It's a stupid Rogaldorn tank. The thing is so fucking ugly. It's like they decide to glue guns on every flat surface of the tank. And there's a thing for Crusade rules, apparently. That's interesting, because Crusade rules are like a separate book when you buy this book separately. Dude, is that... Oh, look at that. Look how cool that is. That's a Hurudrol fighting a Stampa. That's cool as hell. Oh, man. That's really cool. And we got a thing on the Tyrannic War. What is the Tyrannic War? Oh, this is more Crusade stuff. Okay. But yeah, there's just too many rules in 10th for me. Plus, I really don't like Yugo Igo. I think I would be willing to struggle through the, 100 pages of rules or whatever's in this book if it wasn't Yugo Igo. Like, if it was alternating activations or, something like that, I think I'd be willing to struggle through this. Through all the unit rolls and stuff, and probably get really into it, but I can't stand Yugo Igo. It's really just obnoxious. But yeah, that's a neat book. Very, very big. Okay, you're gonna go over there. And we're gonna look at another book because I got it. And I still want to test other stuff out. So, I got my print copy of Majestic 13 from Snarling Badger, the Vince Venturella and Uncle Adam combo. They're YouTubers and they make a new game every year. It's really nice. If you buy this, it's $16 or something for the PDF, and then it's $19 for the print one. So it's pretty dope. And then last time I streamed, we played our first game of Majestic 13, which was pretty cool. And before that, we went through the book. But yeah, the printing is pretty decent quality. This is all print on demand. I like these little worn kind of fake front lines on it. It's pretty much the same book we already went through before, so I'm not going to go through it, talk about the rules and stuff, because we did that already. But I feel like it printed really nice. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of room in the margins, so the words don't get cut off and stuff. It's all properly laid out. And it'll be super handy to have the print version, because I had to go back and forth between a lot of different tables and stuff while we were playing before. So it'll be cool to have this, because I can just basically throw a tab or two inside of it and go back and forth really easy. So that'll be pretty cool. So hopefully next time we stream, we'll have a game of this, because I'll have the energy to set it up and everything. which is pretty cool. I do have some new alien creatures printed up for it. I got a couple of these guys, and then I've got these guys here. So these are the alien hives. I just started to paint them. I started to base coat them last night, but these are the alien hives. They are pretty fun models, and they're from One Page Rules. They're like Tyranid adjacent, but not like exactly Tyranids. Like, so they're Tyranid-y. They're a little more lizard-like, whereas the Tyranids are a little more like bug or crustacean-like. These are a little more like lizard-esque. So they're pretty cool. And the pack of them comes from this month's Patreon, and you get like a dozen different kinds of them with different weapons and all kinds of stuff, like big units, small units, big burrowing units, like all kinds of stuff. And then I found this guy who I just super fell in love with, because it's cyborg, sort of centaur, sort of four-armed archer, techno archer wolf. I was like, that's fucking amazing. So I thought I could use him as some kind of cool alien. And the same pack that had him also had a version with a gun, where you can like see it kind of walking on all fours, which is pretty cool. So I thought those two would make fun aliens. And then I found this guy and printed him out, and then sculpted a dong on him. That's what I do. But he's kind of like some kind of like kitsune. Sorry, it was off the camera. Some kind of like kitsune monster thing. I wanted something that was like kind of psychic-y, and I didn't just want like, you know, like Evangelion, like floating triangle sort of thing. Like I wanted something that looked like a character or a monster or something. So, yeah, so that's really pretty cool for Majestic 13. I think my plan for Majestic 13 is to play 2 more games of it, and then do the first in Warcry, these are called convergences. I'm trying to remember what are they called in this? Special missions. I think we'll probably do the first special mission, which happens on team rating 3. So I think I'll probably take the team and do that, and then go from there. I think after that, I'm either going to make some changes to the game, because I'm not a super big fan of how the acuity system works, but we're going to play through at least one like chunk of the game, right? See how it goes before I start making any like rules changes to it. And after that, I might play some more of it, or I might actually start a Frostgrave campaign. I've been really craving some Frostgrave. I don't know why. I've been craving fantasy a little bit. I've actually been painting a bunch of skeletons and stuff as my main thing in the new craft room. And then I was also working on some World War II stuff. So, yeah, I'm painting a bunch of skeletons to go with my vampires. Skeleton warriors. And then working on my tank. This is a Stug 3, I believe. It was all beat up, worn up, and 3D printed some bits to go on the back of it. Yeah, the World War II stuff's actually been really, really fun. I have to find a game to play with it. Because I think bolt action might be a little hard to play by myself on the channel. So I think I have to find something else. Maybe use the models for like one-page rules or something. I think that might work. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I got. I know, kind of short, kind of pointless, nebulous stream today. I am getting a lot of light bounced. It's off over that wall though. Yeah, I gotta sort the light stuff out. I'm not actually this ghost white, I swear. Light's just bouncing off somewhere and fucking... Yeah, so you can see it shift in and out. It's lighted me up like a Christmas tree. So I'll have to play around with that and figure out where that's coming from. Is it from you? Partly, but not entirely. It might be from the window, too. Huh. Okay, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. But it's good to see. I'm going to have to move this camera because, one, it's too wiggly where it's at. And two, I think it can't see. Like, I want to have a camera that's basically like my view. Right? This one's actually pretty close. That's actually not terrible, actually. Huh. Alright, I'll think about that. But yeah, I like to have a camera that's like my view of the battlefield and then one that I can like zoom in on certain parts of the battle. So, I'll play around with that. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Well, this coming weekend we will play a round of Majestic 13. I will find my fucking dice and everything by then, and hopefully we'll be maybe done moving by then, so have some chill maybe. Should be pretty good. But yeah, that's about it. I don't really have like a super plan for today, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Probably go try to take a little bit of a rest before I start back work on Monday. But new setup seems okay. No one's complaining about the sound, which is really nice. Leviathan is a really good box set. If you're interested in the models, I say highly buy it. The rulebook is very nice, but you're not going to want to lug that rulebook around to the game store with you because it's legitimately like several pounds. So you don't want to take that rulebook with you. You're not going to have a good time if you do that. So if you are buying this box for the rulebook, don't. Go get the standalone rulebook. And buy this box if you want the models. Especially if you want anything off of this runner, because I haven't seen anyone mention it yet, but GW is going to be repackaging this runner for $75 to $90. So I highly recommend that if you want any of the models off of it, be it the Stern Guard, who will probably get a multi-part release, the Tyrannic War Veteran, or the Apothecary, if you want any of those, I highly recommend you buy this. Same thing if you want the Screamer Killer, or if you want the Neuro Tyrant, because they're on the same style of runner, but on the Tyranid side. And it will most likely get repurposed into a standalone honor of the chapter runner like this. So if you are interested in that, I highly recommend you buy that. Okay, that's it for me. I'm going to go zonk out and probably play some video game because I'm really beat. But I will catch you guys. Have a good one, and keep on keeping on. Oh, look, I have a mouse now, so like I don't need to be like, whoa, camera, and reach up in front of the way.